security policies. So far in these videos, we've talked about the various components that make up your Checkpoint NGX R65 infrastructure, and we've installed our first gateway and the Smart Center server. So the next step is to set up our security policies. You see, thus far, sure, we've got a gateway, which is our firewall, and we have a Smart Center server, which is where we are right now, and this is where we can create all the rules and so forth that we use to configure our gateways. But right now, our gateways don't have any rules assigned to them. This means at present, they aren't really doing anything. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. Our gateway at this point is doing something. It's blocking all traffic, since the default behavior of our gateways is to not let anything through at all. Not at least until we create a security policy to allow things through. You see, if we go and open up Internet Explorer, and we'll go and try and navigate to, say, winstructor.com, we could wait as long as we like. You can see this isn't going anywhere because the gateway is actively refusing to let this through. Now, you should be aware of this behavior, and it is by design, of course, because you don't want to build your firewall and have it completely open until you start closing off ports. You want it to be closed until you open them. That way, you can remain secure. Now, the problem, of course, is that people inside your network, they won't be able to get out to the outside world unless you first start creating some rules to allow them out. But before we go off and start configuring security policies, we'll first need to configure the network objects inside Checkpoint so that it has some knowledge of the physical machines and address ranges that make up our organization. So the first thing we'll need to do is to tell the Smart Center server where our Checkpoint gateways are. So in this objects tree here on the left-hand side of our SmartDashboard console, we're going to right-click on Network Objects, and we'll select New, Checkpoint, VPN 1 Power UTM Gateway, and this will bring up a new window here where we can launch a simple mode wizard or use the classic mode to set this up, and I'm going to select the classic mode and click on OK. Now up here in the name field, we'll need to enter in the host name of our gateway, which is CP Gate-LA, and the IP address of 10.0.0.70. And we can also enter in any comments if we like. I'm just going to say that this one is the LA gateway. Now we'll click on the communication button here, and we'll need to enter in the secure internal communications, or the SIC password, that we set up when we configured our gateway a couple of videos ago. So hopefully you remember what you set it to. So I'm going to enter that in here, and I'll type it in again to confirm it. And then we'll click on the initialize button. And if you've got everything right, you'll see that we now have established a trust between this Smart Center server and our gateway. So everything's good there. We'll click close. Now the next step is to verify that these drop-down boxes here contain the correct information for the gateway that you're setting up. Now in my case, this is NGX R65 gateway running the Secure Platform Pro OS of the type VPN 1 Power. Now finally, we'll need to check the boxes next to which products are installed on the gateway. So for me, that's the firewall component, and if we scroll down, Smart View Monitor. Alright, now that we've selected these two boxes, in the left in this menu section here, you'll notice that this has now been populated with two new items for our firewall and the Smart View Monitor. So if we select Smart View Monitor, for example, over here on the right hand side, you can see we've got options here to monitor our gateway by using system counters, which is already turned on, connections to our firewall, and traffic throughput. So we'll leave those items turned on, and next we'll go and click on the topology option. And over here on the right, we'll need to define the interfaces that we have on this gateway. So I'm going to click on the Get button, and then choose Interfaces with Topology.
Hi, and thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see the full-length version of this video, please visit our website www.winstructor.com, where you'll find lots of training videos that'll help you understand IT. We look forward to seeing you there.